Welcome to Today in Esports. We've got a massive show for you today, getting you fully caught up on the crushing upsets at League of Legends Worlds, the fierce final days of Counter-Strike's PGL Bucharest, the exciting Call of Duty League schedule announcement, and more. Let's dive straight into the drama of League. This week, the Elite Eight took the stage in Shanghai, China for the quarterfinal matchups. We started with an absolute blockbuster showdown. Tournament favorite Gen G clashed with fellow Korean powerhouse Hanwha Life Esports as the number 1 and number 3 teams from our GGN Power rankings. It was painful to see them meet this early. Gen G started like a lightning bolt, dominating the first 2 games, but HLE refused to fold, roaring back to take Game 3 and keep the series alive. Ultimately, Gen G's veteran experience proved too much, and they slammed the door shut with a commanding Game 4 win, closing the series 3-1. And this victory was bittersweet because it marked the final professional match for legendary jungler Peanut, who is now set to join the Korean military. With a 10-year career spanning nearly 1,200 games, Peanut retires as one of the best to ever play the role, and we salute him. The next quarterfinal would see CFO facing seasoned veterans of KT Rolster. CFO, representing the Pacific region, or LCP, had already made history as the first team from this region to reach this stage since 2015. They were hungry for more, but unfortunately, they struggled to find their rhythm against the tactics of KT Rolster, who executed a clinical 3-0 sweep and eliminated them. CFO's young talent shined in various moments this tournament, and we're definitely excited to watch them in the next league season. Earlier this morning, the third quarterfinal kicked off between G2 Esports and Top Esports. G2, the last remaining Western squad, fought hard to keep the EU dream alive and repeat their semifinals runs from the past. But sadly for European fans, Top Esports came out on top, and they entered the arena too clean. Their strong drafts dismantled G2 in a 3-1 series, ending the run for the West. After that elimination, the bracket has narrowed to just 5 remaining teams, 3 from Korea and 2 from China. Tomorrow, the final quarterfinal slot will be decided between the dominant Anyone's Legend and the fan favorite T1. T1's hunting for their 3rd straight Worlds title, but their opponents are red hot, and they've gone undefeated in the Swiss stage to make it to this point. The last time these teams met was at MSI this year in a 5-game war that T1 just barely clinched. This is a must-watch series. Now, let's pivot to Counter-Strike and PGL Bucharest playoffs. The group stage just wrapped, and the stage is set for our final elimination bracket, starting tomorrow. The 2 teams that powered through the group stage undefeated were Heroic and Pain, both delivering some seriously impressive victories along the way, and kind of shocking to see these teams undefeated. But joining them in the playoffs are Team Liquid, B8, Saw, Legacy, and Gamer Legion. The biggest narrative of this tournament so far has been the stunning struggles of Aurora, who came in as the top seed and they were considered the tournament favorites. Their losses have been brutal as well, and the social media managers for both Heroic and Saw wasted no time rubbing in the salt to the wounds with some savage expos after the defeats. At the time of this recording, they're currently facing off against Astralis to see which of these 2 teams will make it into the final slot for playoffs. Here's a look at the final bracket, which kicks off tomorrow and concludes on Saturday. In other monumental esports news, the Call of Duty League has just unveiled its complete schedule and format for the 2026 season, played on the new title Black Ops 7. The season will feature 5 major LANs and 2 online minor tournaments. Get your travel plans ready. The first LAN major will be hosted by Optic Gaming in Dallas, Texas on January 29th. The rest of the major events will be across the globe, hitting DreamHack Birmingham, Atlanta, and Paris, with the final World Championship coming to Las Vegas. CDL also announced a major shakeup to the competitive format. The game mode control is gone and it's being replaced by a brand new game mode called Overload. In Overload, teams will battle to deliver an overload device to one of the enemy zones. Further details on this exciting new objective will be announced in the coming weeks. Finally, let's talk fighting games. This week, Kagaribi 14 will kick off in Japan, drawing many of the world's most elite Smash Ultimate players. The tone was set just yesterday at the warm-up tournament Sumapa 207, where Steve Main Akola took down the phenomenal hero player Akaki Kusu in an intense grand final. At Kagaribi, nearly every top-ranked Japanese Smash player will be in attendance, along with the global icon MK Leo. Make sure you catch all the action on the VG Bootcamp Twitch account starting on November 2nd. That's a wrap on this episode of Today in Esports. What announcement or upcoming event are you most hyped for? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode.